What is good, fam? Look at these glasses I gave myself. Anyways, I can observe that you are here now, and you can observe me. So, why don't we just hop into it? We're going to be talking a little bit about the observer effect. There's a lot of things that we'll be looking at today, and I think that you'll quite enjoy it. So, why don't we get into it? Alright, so, the observer effect. Need I remind you that I have actually wrote notes today, and so there are notes that we're going to be looking over, and just so you know, this is a part of the mini course, and I'm writing this in really little letters because it's a mini course. But this mini course is to master your energy. So if you are ready to master your energy, then you're in the right place. This mini course is going live May 14th, and it's going to be utilizing the knowledge of the chakras and holistic health systems to kind of integrate more with your life so that you can get yourself back on track, fam. That's what we out here for. And if you would like to join us live as we master our energy together, please join us. Of course, the replay will always be up there, but anyways, let's just have a little recap of the observer effect today. Yeah, there's so much stuff here. There is so much stuff here. But let's just get into it, okay? So the observer effect is really this really cool effect that happens when we observe energy, okay? Pretty much everything is made out of energy. You probably already knew this, but we're gonna call everything that is energy, we're gonna call them monads. Now, monads are actually units of consciousness. They're just the smallest little thing that is made out of consciousness. Why? Because they have to be consciously aware of what they are. Does that make sense? Kind of like how an atom is so consciously aware that it's an atom, or at least it has to have some kind of form of consciousness for us to be consciously aware of it. So the smallest unit of physical matter is called a monad. A monad. And so monads are pretty cool. Why? Because they kind of simplify everything. It's just, again, another word for energy. So when we look at this, at a quantum level, we see that everything is actually made out of quantum waves. All of these waves are they're just flowing, they're just going, right? They're just doing their thing. And then when a quantum wave becomes physical, that is to say, when we interact with it, or you could say like a sound wave that bounces off of things, the second it bounces into something, it collapses. And this is known as a quantum wave particle collapse. So what happens when a quantum wave collapses? Well, then it becomes something that we sense. It's a part of our sensations. And what do we know? We can kind of infer from this that you cannot measure something. With the uncertainty theory, it's pretty much telling you that you cannot, and the measurement theory, which is how we kind of measure things, you cannot measure something and know where it is going and its location at the same time. So, with that being said, this is because we have a world of waves and particles. What does this mean? Well, we have waves. There are different vibrational frequencies, but when we sense something, it becomes a particle. It is no longer a wave, but it becomes a singular particle with a defined space and time and sensation. So when we look at something like the double slit experiment, it showed us that particles do move in waves. What they pretty much did was they had two slits. I'm pretty sure they were passing, it's a gold foil. They were passing electrons through the gold foil on those two slits. They thought that the dots on this side would just go straight through. They thought that it would just go straight through, and they were wrong. Instead, there were three lines that were created because the little particle particles, these little electrons, moved in a wave-like way, and it created 3 different hitting points. So it kind of creates a stripe. So what does this mean? Okay, overall, with the observer effect, it means that where attention goes, energy flows. So your attention is really the seed for the things that we see. And when we look at something, when we perceive it, we are actually planting where that perception is going to land. We're positioning, in a way, our being to receive the sensations that this seed or this wave of energy is giving us and how we want to perceive it. Okay, I hope that made sense. If not, that's totally okay. I don't expect everything to make sense all the time, but I do try, okay? I do definitely try. And so some tips to remember: just be aware of your mind, okay? That's really it. Like, be aware of what you're seeing here, because whatever you're seeing, selective attention and all that jazz will become more of. When you look at something, it's no longer a wave, it becomes a particle. When you look away, it is again a wave. What does this actually mean? Well, we can see waves as possibilities. Okay, so possibilities. And then we can see this as a defined point. So infinite possibilities are vibing with you until the moment you choose to observe it. And you do have a really big impact on how your observation affects that defined point of possibility that you perceive with the sensations that you are open to. Okay, I hope that this helped you just be, more clear with your awareness, your observation, and use it in such a way. Of course, I'm still learning, and I love being able to share as I learn, and hopefully to give some food for thought for those who are just curious and want to know more. Thank you again for joining today's beautiful Whiteboard Wednesday. I hope that you learned something, and if you did, let me know what it was down below. Without further ado, if you're interested in learning more about mastering your energy, aka joining the Master Your Energy mini course, which is coming up in May 14th, it's going live and it's going to be amazing. You definitely want to join it, and you can use the code MASTER, okay? So, MASTER, okay? And this is for the Master Your Energy mini course. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty freaking awesome. So if you can join and you feel led, definitely join us. We'll love to see you. But without further ado, enjoy the rest of your day. May you observe the things that are a blessing to you in each and every way, and be aware of the infinite possibilities that you are living in your role in creating. Yeah. God bless and namaste. Till next time.